they always wanted to say, the things men always wanted to do. They like the past generation, they held it in. They felt the same way, but they held it in. I think this generation is really like what you see is what you get, and then it shows. You know what I mean? So you can kind of pick and choose where you want to go. You know what I mean? So that's the pros of this generation.
That's tough because it's like shuffling cards. Because
sure.
You don't know like when you picking good or when you picking bad, and then by the time that you figured out you pick good, bro, it's like she gone.
Yeah, but see what I realize. I mean, like this is another like for me personally, what works for me, especially when it comes to women. I've gotten to a point where, as a man, I feel like we get very like judgmental, right? Like just like offset. It's just the nature of men. Like I say, you know, a woman could do something, we'll go crazy. We do the same thing a billion times, and it's like we expect her to understand. You know what I mean? But it's like I've tapped into like understanding that everybody is human and everybody has a journey. You know what I'm saying? Like every woman has a journey. And all women, in all honesty, they really just want somebody to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. I feel like we kind of like we're that when they think of us, when they come to us, they feel like they gotta put on the front or they gotta have this guard up. You know what I mean? So I mean, like I say, my advice for any man out there dealing with women is you just always be honest, man. Like 110% honest, even if it's the craziest thing ever. If she asks, you know what I'm saying, if she want to know, you got to be honest. And for two, just understand that like women human too. Like we put them on too high of a pedestal and expect for them not to do things that, you know, like that are human. You can't do that.
So. Okay. So I feel like that's tough because as men, we get possessive.
For sure.
And people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's hard, man. That's real. Like, seeing them as human, like, you really hit me. And I'm like, because I've been doing that lately, like a lot lately, you know, like I done leveled up financially, like I done leveled up, you know what I'm saying, just like maturing. Like a lot of stuff I used to get upset about, I don't, because I'm like, that's the society now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, if somebody, and one of my sergeants when I was deployed had to explain this to me, he's like, dog, if, he didn't say dog, he said sir, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, it was just like, you know, we just chop it up, you know what I'm saying, here, brother. Yeah. So he was like, what you gonna do if she do cheat on you? How you gonna know? Why are you worried about it?
You can't, bro.
and that put everything in perspective. I'm like, wow. Like, I really gotta trust humans to be humans.
Yeah, and if she does, it's like, you know, you got to really understand, man, that everybody is really on their own path. I I mean, I've gotten to a point where, I mean, I think when you learn yourself enough, you kind of understand, and you tap into the world, and you see the world for what it actually is and not what you want it to be. I've gotten to a point where I see the world for what it is now. Like I used to be like, man, it should be like this. People shouldn't do this. We should be like this. We should come together. But the reality is that everybody has their own growth. Everybody learns at their own pace. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't force anybody to do anything. You know what I mean? Like if a girl gonna be faithful, she gonna be faithful because she wants to. You can't make nobody cheat. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that's true.
You can't. You know what I mean? If you cheat, it's because you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can force you to cheat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just I just tapped into. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like looking at the world for what it is. I know a lot of people do cheat. I think that it's almost insane, and I might sound crazy saying this, but I think. What helped me out is I think it's almost insane to expect one person to meet one person and only deal with one person forever with all these people in the world, all these different sources of temptation. I'm not saying everybody has to physically cheat, but I feel like everybody in some form of fashion cheats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, right. No, I get it. And the more that you understand that like you don't possess anyone and you don't own anybody, the more the more not financial peace, but the more, you know what I'm saying, like mental and physical peace that you have with yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, like one day it'd be cool to be, you know, get married, do the whole thing. But I'm like, if it don't happen, like, I'm still cool. And like, I think one thing that you display really well is self-love, you know, and that's a hard place to get to. And even more so, listening to your music is like, you've had, and this may be, you know, just me speculating, but you've had people